Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Silent Hill 2 Remake. We got a party member. He doesn't do anything, though, unfortunately. He's kind of dead weight.
I'm assuming the fact that you're going through a shitty motel with the obviously sexualized woman is supposed to be symbolic of something.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Although this whole sequence is kind of just a remake twist on the motel in the original game, which sort of was just a location. you know, you could visit a few rooms and pick up some items. It was just a part of the town overworld that you could optionally explore in between the main locations. The town of Silent Hill, the actual foggy town.
Well, real quick, in the closet in this room, I just Googled Marie. It was like a very bright red. So I was like, is that her outfit from the original game? It is! Look at that. It's an Easter egg. I spotted it.
You smarted it.
In a few minutes, when we go back into the room, she'll pull it out and comment on it.
It's not really an Easter egg. It's a thing that she pulls out specifically. Like, they obviously wanted Maria's outfit to be more realistic to the season, you know? So it's still a sexy outfit, but it's a sexy outfit one might realistically wear when it's cold and foggy out. But
do you think, like, looking back on the original game, her outfit being, like, misplaced weather-wise would be too much of a clue that she's out of place?
I think, honestly, that it was just anime design sensibilities. You know, video games used to not really pay much attention to realism in character design. So,
Even Claire Redfield in her biker shorts.
Yeah, so, like, even though Resident Evil and Silent Hill verged on the more, on less wacky and more creepy tones, they would still do wacky things with character design, like Claire Redfield riding in on a motorcycle in that outfit, or Leon having full-on anime armor for his police uniform. It's
placing bandages on the outside of his uniform when he's covered in wounds. I never fucking understood that.
Can you try and attack Maria? Like, point the gun at her?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
you can't.
I think it's one of those cases where a lot of modern games will do this, where if you aim your gun in the direction of a character who's, like, friendly to you, your character will pull their gun back before it actually, like, crosses their area, before it actually aims at them, you know?
Okay.
If anyone needs anything, I'm fixing pipes. Okay.
I know we were commenting earlier about, like, the texture taking some time to load, and I like to canonically think that James is squinting his eyes to get a better read on it.
Is this the PS5 version?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
You literally turn away for 2 seconds.
That was 2 seconds.
It's a triggered event. It's a triggered event that happens when you pick up.
Yeah, I know, but it's also fun to think about, man. You really just can't do anything without James looking out for you.
It's actually a good gotcha moment, because, like, up until this point, whenever you found a key item, you've had pretty much all the time in the world to examine it, you know, before putting it in your inventory. But here, you pick up the key and you hear Maria scream behind you, so you have to frantically back out of the examination screen and turn around and see what's going on and then react to it.
I'm assuming if you let her die, the game ends and you have to...
Yes.
Okay. So you can't just leave her there screaming for as long as you want. Okay. As funny as that would be.
It would be, yeah.
So, James, 3 years.
Oh, it is 3 years. I was thinking it was exactly 3 years, because that's also the amount of time that passed between Ethan and his wife last seeing each other. But, you know, I wasn't sure if Resident Evil 7 was quite that blatant with ripping the concept off. I mean, I half joke. Resident Evil 7 was obviously and very blatantly referencing Silent Hill 2 with that concept. The twist, of course, being that this time it was actually true. But
I mean, the whole first-person perspective thing, everyone figured was a call, or at least in reference to the canceled Silent Hills teaser.
PT, yeah.
I mean, they did seem to be swooping in on that market.
Yes.
But it's also just a reference to Resident Evil originally having been designed as a first-person game before they changed gears.
And I believe Survivor was also paying reference because that was also completely in the first person.
Yeah, that was a light gun game, though.
Yeah.
A light gun game without a light gun in our case, because yeah, they changed what was it? They changed the game because Columbine had just happened. And
Was that right around that time? 'Cause,
I think so. Yeah.
Let me see. Let me look that up.
In any case, the light gun functionality was taken out of the American version of the game, which unfortunately meant the only thing worth playing in it was gone, because without a light gun, it's just not a very good game.
Man, it sure is convenient that after getting rid of our previous stick, a new, better stick was right next to us.
You know, in the original game, you would just collect the different melee weapons, and they would all be in your inventory, and there's no reason to ever switch back to the other one. But...
Well, I mean, if you want to do a "Can you beat Silent Hill 2 with only the stick?" YouTube video.
Well, the answer is yes, because they all function the same way. It's just a matter of hitting the enemies more or less.
Pick up the goodies, James.
I've always liked the Silent Hill series' emphasis on improvised weaponry, though. As opposed to Resident Evil, where, you know, you're rocking a military-grade arsenal the whole time.
Yeah, and people are just, like, leaving rocket launchers around and whatnot. As nonsensical as the merchant in Resident Evil 4 is, at the very least, him being there, like, okay, you bought the weapon, so it's not like it was laying on the ground.
Yeah, it was exactly as what Lewis said.
What?
Over the removal of the light gun in Survivor.
Oh, yeah.
In the Western release was because of Columbine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
And, you know, God forbid people try to do anything that would actually help prevent shootings like that. No, we can just remove the light gun from Resident Evil, and that'll fix everything.
Well, it was more like Capcom themselves removed it because they didn't want to trip over any landmines. You know?
Yeah, but it's also just stuff like that. Oh my god, what is with this woman?
Well, she's leading us to her place of business. What do you think her place of business is? Well, I don't think she actually works here because she's a dream person, but she knows exactly where she's leading us. She's kind of messing with James, you know? But she's also being genuinely helpful because this is, like, the only way to get where we're going.
I would have loved if she didn't get it the first time and, like, had to do the awkward fuck. Wait, this is the wrong case. Sorry. Give me a second.
It ruins her whole sexy vixen
Ruins the
vibe.
whole sexy appeal. Yeah. You're not as confident as you claim to be, huh?
That trope where, like, attractive female characters hide things in their bra. Where does that come from?
The fact that women will actually hide things in
yeah, I was
their
going to
bra.
say, these like women generally do put things in their bra. That women have more hiding spots than men.
That sounds uncomfortable.
I don't get it.
Who can say? I'm not a lady. But I'm also like, I personally don't know exactly. Because like, is it the same if we decided to like hide shit in our ball sack?
There's not an awful lot of room in there. Although I suppose there's not that much room in the bra either. I don't know. Listen, it's just one of those things I actively decide not to think too hard about.
I don't know. I would just as soon buy clothes with pockets.
You see, that's the problem. Women's clothes don't have pockets.
Yeah, genuinely. If they do, they're fucking skin tight and they can't do anything with them.
Listen, here's how you can know. If you say to a woman, you know, hey, I like your pants. A lot of the time they'll be like, oh, thanks. Look at how big the pockets are. They'll say something like that because they're happy that they have normal fucking pockets. As a man, we are fucking spoiled. Like I wear a lot of cargo shorts and they've got so many pockets and I can fit so much shit in there. It's awesome. And then, women's clothes. They want you to buy purses, so they'll make the pants not have pockets so that they can pay more
Normalize
money
big
to
pockets
hold.
for ladies. For fuck's sake.
God forbid they be able to hold the same amount of shit. And the solution to this will not come from women's clothes getting more pockets. It will come from men's clothes having less and them having to make the manly equivalent of a purse. So that they can mooch more.
It's called the fanny pack.
Oh, it's a strip club. Oh, now I get it.
It's either a strip club or, in today's sensibilities, a gamer pad.
Oh, she's gonna give us.
I'm just looking for the Logitech webcam and the rig.
Is that what's in the health drinks? Is it Gamer Girl bathwater?
Oh God. Can we go back to just digging in the toilets?
So, for all the whinging that certain people did when the remake was coming out, that the remake was going to be woke, and it was like desexualizing Maria, even though that was the entire point of Maria, they actually make this scene more of an event, because in the original game, you just sort of pass through here. It's not that big of a scene. Like... In fact, I would argue that in the original game, it being understated was kind of the point, because it's just like, did you just notice the environment you passed through, or were you just not paying attention? I hope you were paying attention, because it was kind of important.
I am sort of half distracted by the neon fixture behind James. The lady, the stripper lady,
Can't we stay
it's got a gut.
just for a little while?
I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
like
I can't
you can
see.
barely see it. Like at first, I thought, is the neon girl in the sign pregnant? It's like, no.
I
she's
think
got a bit
that's
of a
the
gut.
I think that's the implication. Also, the having her stand right next to the thing that said "dream" was also
Kind of blatant, yeah.
Yeah, and Heaven's Night too.
Well, Heaven's Night was the name of the place in the original game. It was, in fact, that Heaven's Night sign is like the most striking thing people remember about the original location.
I will say this. I don't know if cinematography is the right word, but like the game does do a great job at framing, because like even James being on the other side of a bar from her implies stuff about distance and him being able to connect to people.
Yeah, that's
See, look at
cinematography.
me. I can use my English degree for something. God damn it.
One of the things that I do like about this remake is that a lot of the cutscenes are like, the concept is, what if we tried to do a live action movie adaptation of Silent Hill 2? What would that look like? How would it play?
I mean, they are doing that, so.
well, I mean,
They
they
are?
doing that, but the people who are doing that are probably not going to do it as well as this game did. Or
Didn't
if
they already
do,
do a Silent Hill movie?
They did two, actually, and they weren't based on this game. So.
They did too, yeah. The new movie is called Return to Silent Hill, which makes me wonder if it's actually connected to those two god-awful abominations that we got before. Like, are they doing... And I did remember seeing a screenshot that's just like an army of bubblehead nurses. That makes me think it's connected to the previous Silent Hill movies. And oh god, no. I mean, the previous Silent Hill... Well, the first Silent Hill movie was an excellent Resident Evil film. I think I've said that before. But it's not a very good Silent Hill film. And the second one, which was an adaptation of Silent Hill 3, almost in name only, is, well, we get to see Jon Snow again, but that's about the only memorable thing about it. It's not very good. In fact,
Oh yeah,
it's
it is
pretty
one of
awful.
the few movie franchises where Sean Bean doesn't
Sean
die.
Bean, yeah, doesn't die, and I think maybe that was ultimately the big problem everyone had with those movies, if I recall correctly. Like, this is against the natural order.
I'm surprised that they're making a movie for Silent Hill and not a streaming service, considering like streaming show.
Like a whole ass streaming service.
Well, to be honest, I don't think there's that much story in Silent Hill that you could extend it into a
Hasn't
streaming
stopped them
series.
before.
Well, I mean,
there's a Twisted Metal streaming show for crying out loud.
Okay, but in defense of that, people tell me that one's generally good.
Oh, they do, yes, but I'm just saying you don't need a lot of story in order to make a show out of it.
Twisted Metal doesn't have a lot of plot, but it does have a lot of character concepts. It's like a fighting game in that way. So instead of extending the story, you just make a lot of shit up that's related to the existing concepts. And, you know, no one will bother you about it because, you know, they didn't care about the original story in the first place. But if you do it right, you can pull something fun out of that. I do like all the extra dialogue interactions Maria gets, though. It does make her a lot more like I find it so fucking ironic that half the complainers about the remake who were focusing in on Maria were like, they're gonna downplay Maria, they're gonna make her woke. And as she gets to the actual game, it's like, yeah, her outfit has changed, but like they lean so much more into the concept through her character. Rather than just her design.
It's almost like people like that don't care about the content. They just want to be mad about something trivial.
Yeah. No kidding.
So we'll explore more of the town in the next part of Silent Hill 2 Remake. So see you guys all then. Thanks for watching. Bye.